In the hour before sunrise, the time the old monks call the unshaped hour, the world stands trembling between darkness and awakening. In this sacred space, every soul has a choice: to continue sleeping through life or to rise into purpose. The samurai chooses to rise. He does not rise because he feels inspired. He rises because discipline demands it, because the way calls him, because the sword of his attention must be sharpened before the world even stirs. Most people drift through their mornings, half-conscious. The samurai awakens with intention carved into his spirit. This is the way of the empty blade, the ancient practice of stripping the mind bare, so focus can flow like a river, clean, unstoppable, unmistakably alive. And today, you will step into that way. So breathe, slowly, deeply. Let your inhale become a mountain rising. Let your exhale become a mountain falling. Return to yourself. Because the truth is simple. Your life is shaped by the things you repeatedly focus on, and your focus is shaped by the things you allow to enter your mind. The world bombards you with noise. Screens, tasks, messages, cravings, impulses, fears. Every notification pulls you further from yourself. Every distraction dulls the blade. But the samurai knows, if you do not control your attention, someone else will. That is why the warrior creates his own inner stillness. Not as an escape, but as a weapon. There is a story told by the elders of the Eastern Mountains. A young man traveled far to find a legendary master of focus. He carried books, devices, souvenirs, and a backpack heavy with the clutter of modern life. When he arrived, breathless and eager, the master said only, "Lose the weight you carry." The student began emptying his bag. He removed objects one by one. When he finished, he smiled proudly, believing he had accomplished the task. But the master shook his head. "You have emptied your bag. Now empty your mind, because a cluttered life creates a cluttered spirit, and a cluttered spirit cannot rise." The samurai maintains a sacred principle. Nothing unnecessary stays in his environment, and nothing unnecessary stays in his mind. A clean space, a clean schedule, a clean focus. This is not minimalism. It is devotion. It is a declaration. I remove what weakens me. I keep only what sharpens me. The student spent days clearing his environment, but the true challenge began when he faced the chaos of his own thoughts. Like many of us, his mind was overstimulated, constantly seeking novelty, running from silence. When he sat still, discomfort rose like fire beneath his skin, but the master smiled. "That is good," he said. "The noise you feel is the noise you have ignored. Now we burn it away." For a full week, the student was forbidden to distract himself. No devices, no constant noise, no endless consumption. Instead, he confronted boredom, raw, unfiltered, uncomfortable. At first, his thoughts attacked him. His desires screamed. His fears tightened around him like ropes. His mind begged for stimulation. But on the 8th day, everything changed. The world quieted. Thoughts slowed. The fog lifted. In the stillness, an ancient power returned to him. The power of attention, the ability to hold one idea steady, the strength to follow one mission without splintering. Because every warrior must understand, silence is not empty. Silence is a forge. Silence is where the mind is reforged into a blade. When you lower the noise, your true intelligence awakens. Ideas rise from the deep places within you. Your purpose stops whispering and begins to speak. Once the student mastered silence, the master placed a wooden sword in his hand. "Now," he said, "you learn the discipline of one thing. Most people chase everything, every passion, every opportunity, every piece of stimulation. The samurai chooses one direction, one purpose, one mission worth suffering for. Because a blade sharpened against many stones becomes dull. A blade sharpened against one stone becomes unstoppable." Day after day, the student practiced one strike, again and again, and again and again, 1,000 repetitions, then 10,000, until his arm burned, until his mind screamed, until the world around him dissolved into nothing but breath, sweat, and intention. And in that repetition, he learned the secret. Mastery is not built by intensity. Mastery is built by consistency. Ordinary men train when they feel like it. The samurai trains because the way demands it. Ordinary men chase pleasure. The samurai chases purpose. Ordinary men seek entertainment. The samurai seeks clarity. But discipline alone is not enough. There is another enemy, attachment. One evening, the student appeared troubled. His heart was heavy with longing for someone far away. His love had become both comfort and distraction. The master said, "A warrior may love deeply, but he does not cling. Attachment is a chain, even when it feels like silk. When you cling to people, places, or outcomes, your mind becomes unstable. You lose the centeredness the samurai depends on. To walk the way, one must love without gripping, care without craving, hold without holding on." Every sunrise and sunset teaches the same lesson. Everything changes, everything fades, everything moves on. To resist this truth is to suffer. To accept it is to be free, and freedom is the foundation of focus. Weeks passed. The student grew stronger, not just in body, but in presence. His movements became calm. His mind became still. His emotions became steady. But there was one last teaching. At the end of each day, the master made him restore the training grounds to a perfect state. Every tool back in its place. Every surface cleaned. Every distraction removed. "This is your reset ritual," said the master. "When the day ends, return to zero. When tomorrow begins, start from clarity." A warrior does not wake into chaos. A warrior wakes into order, and from this order, discipline flows effortlessly. Then came the final day. The student stood at the summit, ready to descend the mountain. He had shed distraction. He had tamed his desires. He had learned the way of silence, the way of repetition, the way of focus. But the master gave him one final truth. Remember, the world below will tempt you. You will be pulled by noise. You will be tested by comfort. You will be seduced by the softness of modern life. But your mission is simple. Choose your way. Guard your focus. Honor your path. Because the greatest battle is not fought on any battlefield. It is fought in your mind. Every day, every hour, every moment, you resist the world's pull and return to your purpose. The student bowed. The wind carried the scent of pine through the air. He stepped forward, no longer a seeker, but a warrior. And so the story remains as a whisper sung through the ages. You become powerful, not by adding more to your life, but by removing what weakens you. You rise not by chasing everything, but by devoting yourself to one thing. You transform not through motivation, but through ritual, repetition, and responsibility. This is the samurai way. This is your way now. So breathe, stand tall, center yourself, and walk into your life with the mind of a warrior, still, disciplined, and unstoppable.